So I recognize like my body got like I'll recognize in moments that I'm in, like it'll occur to me that, I'm in a situation that's like detrimental. Like I was gonna say dangerous, but it's not. That's I can't find the word to describe it. That I could switch and I could just go off the deep end, or I could just turn evil or cold. And that's what my mom wanted. Like that's why I walked away, because it was like she just wanted to drag me down to hell and like wanted me to just live whatever life they had perceived for me, or like whatever, because then that's when it had unfortunately like hit me not too little too late, but yeah, kind of late, that it was like this is bad, and it's sad to me like that. It's a weird mix of like, it's not my parents' job to teach me how to be a woman, or teach me about relationships, or teach me about the games that men play and stuff. But it's sad to me to have to try to figure those things out after you've been in a bad relationship with a man, you have a child now, and now you're trying to figure life out on your own for the first time. There was a lot of stuff that I learned in college that I learned how to do on my own. I mean, I've always had that part of me that's like, I like doing things on my own. I don't mind, but that hyper independence is more of like, is trauma related. Like that's more of goes against me than helps, because I continually get myself in situations where I'm taking on more than I can handle, or I'm like, I don't even know where to start reaching out for help. Plus, having bad relationships and all of the trust issues. It's not just that. Like we've had weird. I mean, I've been able to like let it go and not be like hurt by it. I say that, but like I know something. But like the personal relationships that I had were hurtful to me. The stuff that with Teddy, it's like, it doesn't bother me so much now, but if I had to put him back in school or something like that, we'd have to like walk back into that space again. But yeah, we just had a lot of weird situations of people like being flaky, or like trying to take advantage of things, and just anyway. But as a whole, still the ABA that we had was amazing, and like the school really tried to work with us and stuff. So it's like, anyway, that was not the point of this. But it's like, it's once in a while it hits me, because it's like every time I have these little situations where people like making random comments, the weird spamming with my email, the like encounters with people, and I don't know who I'm talking to through these accounts, like because this has been, I've had little things like this happen in the past, but it was not, I was in a more stable place in my life. I had friends. I thought I had my family support. Like, I do feel like my dad is somewhat supportive, but he's just flaky. He's just more about his work. Anyway, I mean, it's sink or swim in a narcissistic family system. Like that's just how it is. And then for the empath, you're the one that takes on the emotional load, and then you're the one that has all the breakdown, and then you're the one that's like trying to heal and try to get back up and try to survive and try to not turn into an evil monster. Like I want to have that part of me that's like, I don't let people fuck with me, because I need that. I mean, everybody needs that. And we have to figure out how to get courses out there for women, because helping them understand what a man, because that I learned that through proxy, through like lots of trial and error, through lots of pain, that it's like men, it's almost like, I think that men, I don't know what it's like for a man that truly loves and cares about you, because a man would have to be here, standing here and explain that to me, what it's like for him. But like a man who's just trying to see what he can get or whatever, or just see what's available, what's on the table, like whatever, like it's like literally he's looking to the woman to set the standard. And that's what's so hard, because as a woman, and depending on if you're empathic too, you naturally want to match people's energy. Like it's natural to want to serve in situations, for me at least. So it's like I have to keep making sure that I'm like standing in my power and stuff, and not letting people get away with stuff. But that's what's been scary. The scariest about the situation that I'm in is that it's like I don't have anybody. I have God, and thank the Lord. And that's why I walked away. That's why I chose this. That's why I continue to choose that. And that's why I don't want to be with a man unless I know that he's integral and he chooses God, because I don't ever want to lose myself again in a relationship, and I don't want to get myself into a worse situation in life. But it's scary. It's scary that like going long periods of time without having friends, and and I don't want jealousy in my life. Like I don't, respectfully to anybody, like I don't want you around me if you're jealous and you can't talk to me about it, at least, so that we can work it out, because that brings all kinds of damage and stuff. So, because that's a weird thing that I'm still trying. I don't think we'll ever really understand it, because I'm like, I don't have a lot in life. Like, how could you? I don't get the jealousy. But anyway, and I go back and forth. All the time, because of the fact that I'm not in a more stable place in life, like with this whole relationship thing, because I'm like, I always wanted to be like, in some ways I've worked really hard to have emotional stability and that in a certain like environment in our home and stuff like that. But then it's like not having financial stability, not having more of a life, like not having friends and stuff like that. It's like, I don't really want to be with a person without because all that gets put on them. And like that's the other that came to me today, because I was like, my brain was going one way, and then I took a shower, and it was like my inner child is like, just there's so many moments that I keep trying to coax at him him and her, if it's masculine, feminine, I guess. But because it's like there's always that adventurous part of me that it's like, and just like, I think every mom needs to be a mom that still wants to have a life outside of being mom. But it's like, I'm especially that way. And so that's one of the things, like I've learned to be like, being able to be okay with simplicity and these different things. Like those have truly been gifts, and not needing, like learning how to not need validation, which still is hard sometimes. It's hard not getting feedback, because I'm like, that's why another reason why I'm always back and forth, because I'm like, okay, are people getting anything from my energy? Like, I don't know. And when men just make random comments, it's like, and that's all I'm getting. It's like, it's just not enough feedback for me to know, like, how am I impacting? And I try to just keep letting it go, so that because I want to be authentic, and I want to just bring inspiration however I can. But yeah, that's why I'm like, I can see how it's like for a man, it's like, it's too much pressure at this point in my life. It's like, it's so much for a man to try to come in and have to be like, because I keep thinking that like, I need to feel safe. Like I need for a man to tell me what's going on. Like, where are you? Where's your heart? Like, where are we even starting here? But that's a lot to put on someone, like when you're initially trying to get to know somebody. So it's like, it's such a crazy, intense situation to be in. But that's why you need your heart, you need God, because God, my child and God are the only things that are keeping me from losing my mind, from going batshit crazy, and it's God, like, that is reflected to me once in a while. There's this girl that I see almost every time I go to Walmart, and she's the most beautiful. She's she's just naturally, her skin is beautiful. She has this like olive skin. She's got a dancer. I used to dance with her. She has a dancer's body. She's just beautiful. She has a beautiful smile that just like catches you off guard. And something happened because I've seen her, and it hurts my heart, because it's like, I don't know what's happened to her, but it's just sad because I used to know her, and we haven't like come face to face, so I haven't had a conversation, but I've seen her talking to people, and there's something going on and it's off with her. And it's like, she's always like she can walk. I've seen her dancing like just a wild maniac, like out on the street, which was cool. But I was like, I could just tell, just because it was like she was on drugs or something. I don't know. Or maybe it was meds she was taking. I don't know. And it was like, and then I see her like driving around the mobile scooter, but she can walk. So I don't know. That's totally random, but like that hit me, that it was like, that could be me if I don't stay sane, if I don't stay stable, because that's what it's like. No one's nervous system can just handle tons and tons of trauma, or tons and tons of stuff on your own. All right. Without therapy, without people to talk to. All right. I don't think I'm going to post this, but I just needed to speak it.